coaching staff and the club over the last couple of days as you guys prepare to go to Athens?
Yeah, I mean, we've been practicing like normal and good energy. I mean, yeah, I mean, we got to get past it. I mean, me too, and we have, and I think we'll see our response once we take the field in Athens. But it hasn't been a somber feeling around here. Like we had a really awesome practice yesterday. Guys swung the bat well, pitchers did their thing, so no hangover anymore.
How do you toe the line of you want to play with a sense of urgency, but you don't want to compromise maybe playing loose and not losing that edge as well?
Yeah, it's a tough one, right? It's like you don't want to be loose and carefree where you make mistakes, but that's where baseball's a funny sport where it's you kind of find that breath and whatever it is, and you just never know what it's going to be on a week-to-week basis. So, but where I find comfort and trust in is I trust my players, and I don't think again this weekend is a reflection of who they are. I think it happened, and I think you'll see a better product, and I know they're eager to play this weekend.
Over the last few weeks, how much has bunt defense kind of been a focus of practice?
Focus every day, every week. I mean, there's no mistake we've made that we haven't worked on beforehand. So maybe we have to work on it differently. I mean, the one bunt this weekend was just a good bunt. And one bunt was at Kaden McCoy, and he picked it up as quick as he could with a torn meniscus and threw it right to first, and the guy beat him there. So there's nothing we do that we don't work on, and that's not a place of blame. It's just sometimes you just got to evaluate as a coach. Maybe you should work on it differently, and we've done some things, but there's a few ways you can work on bunt Ds and other things, and we do that. So we just got to make sure we put the players in a position to execute in the game.
Is there a common denominator between maybe not the one this week, but some of the ones in the weeks prior that's similar in the mistakes?
I think the denominator is just not executing the moment when you're supposed to execute. Especially, I mean, there was times where something wasn't executed after a mound visit where we're telling you where to be. And it's tough, it's hard, but we got to make sure us as coaches, we maybe articulate the information better so they understand it more clearly. And I think they will moving forward.
When it comes to the challenges that Georgia presents in its own ballpark, what do you see from the Bulldogs entering this week?
Yeah, they got guys who can hit the ball out of the park. At a park that's pretty hitter-friendly, from what I remember and what I've been told. And then, they got pitchers with big arms. So they're just a really, really good baseball team. I think they played a tough schedule. They've played well. They're a good team. They're well coached, just like, a lot of the teams in this league.
You spoke that Kaden Wilson had arm stiffness last weekend. What is his status ahead of this weekend?
He should be available, Friday, Saturday at the worst, but I anticipate him being available for Thursday. We'll just kind of have to see on that day if he is, but he's fine.
Are you looking at making any lineup changes after last weekend?
I mean, where? No. Yeah, I mean, no. I mean, not as of right now. I mean, we got our core group of guys, and I'm not gonna, we'll make moves when we need to make moves, but as of right now, I just got their pitching order, so they're going left, right. So I'll just kind of sit down and kind of evaluate. There might be like a couple matchup things here and there, but I mean, we got, I like our guys, and I'm not gonna, make a huge, I guess, say panic move after a weekend, right? Like we got some good players, so. But yeah, we got some other guys that you could see getting in there, and we're not gonna wait around, that's for sure.
He asked you about the fine line between playing tight or playing loose, but the last weekend of the year, you got these games that each increasing in value, meaning more. But how do you take this chance one game at a time to not just like make it bigger than what it is and just like lock in?
Yeah, that's definitely a challenge. But I think again, like we've had our backs against the wall, and we've done that this year, and we've responded all except for a few games, and we'll continue to do that, and we'll continue as coaches to give them that information and prepare them in the correct way. And I have no doubt in my mind that our guys will go out and play great baseball this weekend.
Just related, but across the way, what does it mean for the Diamond Sports to have a number one seed over there with Trisha Ford and the softball team?
Yeah, it's really cool. Trisha's just so awesome. I've known her for a decent amount of time, just being at Arizona State at the same time. But she's great. I'm super happy for them. I love their coaching staff's awesome. Just awesome deal for A&M softball, and then she works super hard, and it's showing.
And how much of a kind of a bounce the right way is it that you do get to go play against RPI number one this weekend as you look to kind of bolster that resume and everything?
Yeah, I mean, that doesn't hurt, right? I mean, all that stuff matters when it comes down to the math or the computer equation or however they do it. So I just, in the end, though, we got to go play good baseball. We got to go play baseball, take it one game at a time, and kind of, you know, from Georgia head to the tournament and see if there's something else we have to do along those lines there. But really, you just got to kind of stay in the moment, and you know, you hope you catch that feeling or whatever it is that gives you that urgency but looseness. Something I think we've captured at times this year, and it's just something we got to get back.